I'm going to go with the guy that we were actually really excited about early in the offseason. And us, along with a lot of other people in the fantasy football industry, kind of cooled off of him a little bit because of what they did in the draft. And it's Noah Fant. We were all about Noah Fant. It's like it's him and Cortland Sutton. Drew Lock's going to take a step forward. Fant's a great athlete. Then they go out and they draft Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler, and we all think, okay, is there really going to be enough target volume in this offense for Noah Fant to produce? And now that his ADP is where it is, I'm kind of thinking like I'm in on Noah Fant and taking the shot on him because, Steph, we talked about it before. Two of the biggest correlations for breakout tight ends are draft capital and athleticism. And Noah Fant was a first-round pick in the 2019 draft, 20th overall. And this guy is a heck of an athlete. I mean, he's 6'4", 250. He runs a 4.5 40-yard dash with a 39.5-inch vertical. This dude is an absolute freak athlete. As a tight end at 6'4", 250, he runs a faster 40 than his own teammate Cortland Sutton, than Nick Chubb, than Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Michael Gallup. So Noah Fant is like literally last season, he took like a 75-yard touchdown to the house. That's what you're looking for in these tight end breakouts. You mentioned Darren Waller last year, great athlete. We saw that breakout. A couple years back, we saw it in George Kittle, Evan Ingram even further back than that. So Noah Fant has that kind of profile along with the draft capital that is very, very, very good. It's a very good indicator of the tight ends that are going to break out. Now, for me, the one downside is a lot of it's relying on Drew Lock. You know, if Drew Lock comes out and he lights the world on fire, I think Noah Fant's going to have a really good year. If Drew Lock struggles, we might not see the breakout we want out of Noah Fant. But, I mean, he's being drafted right now as the tight end 12 in round 10. There's probably a lot of leagues out there where people just don't know about Noah Fant. He slipped through your draft and made it to the waiver wire. If that's the case, pick him up, throw him on the end of your bench. Is not just going to be a fluky game if he goes off. I think Fant legitimately has what it takes to take a jump to that next tier at the tight end position. Historically, tight ends have really, really rough rookie seasons, so this would be the time for Noah Fant to make that jump.
Yep.
If we look at some of the guys from the past couple seasons that have had that year two tight end breakout, I mean, it just points to Noah Fant. If this is going to be, if this is going to be the Broncos tight end and weapon of the future, this would be the time for him to make that jump. If we look at George Kittle as a rookie, he had 43 receptions, 515 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not great. Year two, though, he had 88 receptions, 1,377 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Doubled his production, over doubled his production.
That's wild.
And then Mark Andrews, he had 43 receptions for 552 yards and 3 touchdowns as a rookie. In year two, 64 receptions, 852 yards, and 10 touchdowns. So a massive jump. Fant last year showed flashes. He ended up with 40 catches for 562 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is almost identical to the rookie stat lines for George Kittle and Mark Andrews. I'm looking for Noah Fant to put up one of those year two stat lines this season, and I think it's going to come with an explosive Broncos offense if Drew Lock can get the job done. So I'm excited for Noah Fant. I wish I had him in more leagues because I think he could be the guy this year.
Yeah, when tight ends break out, they break out hard. You see a guy go.
They come out of nowhere. That's the thing. They come out of nowhere.
It's not that difficult to do either. I mean, the tight end, whatever it was, 11 or 12 last year was Jason Witten. So it's like, okay, you were at 17th, and now you're going to jump up to number 7. But nonetheless, I mean, he's that guy who has all the data points going for him being a tight end that breaks out.